Hello. Oh, that's hot. Sorry. How we doing? First of all, hello to everyone in the live audience, sponsors, friends, all those of you that are watching on YouTube, those of you watching on the Cowboy Channel, hello. This is Mic Drop with Matt Merritt, and it's the first time we've ever done it. So I'm going to sit down because I'm already tired. I don't know how long you guys have been in Vegas, but I've been here a long time. How about a round of applause for the guys and girls that helped set up the stage? They did a wonderful job. This furniture, this is not light stuff. It's very heavy. So I appreciate all their hard work. We've got a lot of great sponsors I want to thank really quick. Our friends at Pendleton Whiskey, we're going to find out a lot about them today, more than you'll ever imagine. We'll actually be making a drink here in just a moment. Hobart Miller Welding, they've been a great part of the show. Our friends at Vitalix, of course, Phillips Construction, Days of 47 Rodeo, Montana Knife Company, Lane Frost Brand Clothing. There's a whole lot more. I'm not going to get all into the sponsor thing right now. But listen, this show is about fun, good times, famous rodeo athletes, and legends. So this is 40 years of the National Finals Rodeo in the City of Lights of Las Vegas, and we are going to have some great people. Today on the show, we've got a legend that I can't wait to introduce to you guys. I've been lucky enough to spend some time in the arena with him. Look, we don't want to go too deep in the weeds on what you're going to see. Instead, we want to talk about a little of the big stuff that's going on at the National Finals. This is my co-host, Jersey Jake, and my music director. Give him a round of applause.
Hey,
we didn't get you a chair, did we?
Nope.
How are those dogs?
Don't worry about me. I'll just stand over here.
Are your feet hurting?
They started
Yeah.
Saturday night hurting.
A tip for you, if you're new to Las Vegas, I bring 3 pair of boots. I'm a Justin Boots guy. They're great to me. I love them. But I bring 3 pair of boots because when you're standing on concrete like we are for 14 days in a row, 15, 16 days in a row, it's really nice to have a blister in a new spot every 3 days. So I'll just switch boots, and I wear my Justin casuals. Anyway, enough with the commercials. It's time for the Mac Truck, Mac and Cheese, matchups of the night on Mic Drop with Matt Merritt. And that's my first time ever saying that. I did it right. As you can see, Mac Truck, another great sponsor of the show. We're going to do the Mac Truck Mac and Cheese matchups, and we're going to only do it in the rough stock events. Jake, let me check my notes here. I have in the bareback riding, and now, again, live audience, do me a favor. Scream if you agree, boo if you disagree. But I think in the bareback riding, the first guy out tonight, he's got a horse called Irish Eyes. Jake has an Irish liver. My wife has Irish Eyes. They're beautiful green. I think the guy getting on Irish Eyes wins the bareback riding tonight, and that guy, Tilden Hooper.
I don't even need to know the horse. And this is not because I didn't do my research, but I'm going to go with Rocker Steiner.
All right, I'm going to roll through them, and forgive me, not going to give your opinion. We got a little bit started late. It's not that your opinion doesn't matter, but we need to get our friend Mindy out here. In the saddle bronc riding, I'm going to go with my friend Lefty Holman on Vitalix Ricky Bobby. In the bull riding, Cooley's Pet will be ridden tonight for the round win by Mason Moody. Give them all a round of applause. That was your Mac Truck Mac and Cheese matchups for the night. Now we're going to go to one more little bit that we've got. It's Mrs. Renfro's Salsa Hot Take. So I get to pick one take from the whole night that I think is going to just be mind-blowing. You'll always remember from round number 1 of the 2025 NFR. And my hot take for tonight. You see the booth over there? Let's freaking rodeo. My take for tonight is that Ty Harris goes in there in the tie-down rope and he earns enough money that he doesn't have to sell T-shirts anymore. We see you guys over there. You're doing good. All right. With that being said, I want to bring in somebody right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I need a giant, fantastic, loud round of applause for Mindy. It's time for Mindy's Mixology Moment, brought to you by Pendleton Whiskey. Let me get a hug. Mindy and I go way back. We used to, the Pendleton Whiskey has been a part of so many events that I've done. So we wanted to get together in a partnership today because
4.5 minutes.
Las Vegas, you got to start with a drink. Mindy, what are we making today?
Absolutely. So, this was inspired by the beautiful western sunsets. So we have the golden hour. I mean, you know things about golden hours because you just won.
I did win a buckle. I had a golden 8 hours.
So
it felt
kind
like.
of fits, right? Okay, recipe. And if anyone needs to know this recipe afterwards, go to pendletonwhiskey.com, and there's more. Alrighty, we're going to start off with the second star of the show.
I know.
Pendleton. This is a little tricky. I'm going to do limbo.
We're going to get her a different mic tomorrow. Again, day one of Mic Drop with Matt Merritt. I'll help you. I'll walk you through it. We're starting with a shot, obviously poured heavy, shaken, not stirred. There's already ice in there for those of you that want to know. This is the golden hour.
The golden hour.
Okay, what do we...
And then we're going on to the fresh lime juice.
Fresh lime juice. It smells wonderful up here.
The fresh. Yes. Then we're going to use our 3/4 ounce of agave.
Agave. I thought it was going to be more liquor.
3 minutes, 30 seconds.
We can do that. Just for good measure.
Welcome to Vegas.
And then a splash of orange
A
juice.
splash of orange juice. So we've done lime, orange juice. Go all orange juice. Let's make it very golden.
I mean, it's got to be golden.
All right, now we're going to shake. My favorite part is watching someone shake. You find out a lot about what kind of drink they're making by how they shake.
All right, Matt.
All right, now we've shaken.
Now we're going to shake it and pour over some ice.
We're going to do what?
We're
Pouring over some ice. I'm sorry. I didn't understand you. I heard a way different word, Mindy.
Are you ready to ride into the sunset?
Ride off into the sunset.
Okay.
Watch the golden hour. Fill the glass. Pendleton whiskey. What a great way to start off Mic Drop with Matt Merritt with a beautiful drink.
And then
We must garnish. Thank you, Mindy. Ladies and gentlemen, Mindy with Pendleton whiskey and the golden hour. Again, if you want to make one, lime juice, orange juice, agave, and Pendleton whiskey. You know what? I'm going to do something I didn't plan on doing.
What are you going to do?
Could you do me a favor?
Yes.
Jake's never met a beautiful lady, and he never gets gifts. Could you take Jake a drink? I think he needs one.
Jake, I'm honored.
Jake,
Thank
I would like you to meet
everybody.
Mindy. Welcome to the golden hour, my friend.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's headed out back. This is Mindy. Pendleton Whiskey's great to the entire Western Sports Organization. Pro Rodeo, PBRs, they're there for all of us. God bless you guys. Thank you all.
Let her buck.
Let her buck, girl. All right, guys, so it's day one on the show. Got a lot of things that we're trying to work out and figure out where to fit them in. We have so many great friends, partners, guests. We will be giving away a set of NFR tickets today. Does anyone want to go to round number one of the NFR? Who needs 2 tickets? All right, well, don't leave. And if you're out there and you're listening to the show or you're on YouTube and you're watching, you're in town, come on over. We're going to give away some NFR tickets, but you must be present to win at the end of the show. Today's guests, I want to give you an update on who's going to be here today. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, our Phillips Construction's legend of the day is going to be 1985 world champion bullfighter Rob Smets. He's out back waiting on us. We're also going to have minor league baseball player of the year Robbie Snelling, first-time NFR qualifier Mason Moody, and after the break, we'll be bringing up our musical guest Chase Richburg. One more thing you all need to know in the live audience. We're about to go to a commercial break for just a little while, and when we come back, we'll have our musical guest.
45 seconds.
But today, we're going to be doing a $1,000 giveaway to a great organization called the Golden Circle of Champions. It's for children that are fighting pediatric cancer, terminal illnesses. I'm a big part of the organization. It's great. So every day for the 10 days of the show, we're going to give $1,000 away by doing a word sneak. And that's where you guys are going to come into play. Okay? Today's special word, they can't hear us out back. They're in a little green room back there. But the word of the day is coffee. On the count of 3, everybody say coffee. 1, 2, 3. Wonderful job. You don't, yeah, that's right. I forgot. I told Jake, we blow these whenever it happens. They wouldn't let us do confetti. We really wanted to. But anyway, when you hear the word coffee, if one of the guests will say that word, we're going to give $1,000 to the Golden Circle of Champions. With that being said, we'll be back after this break with our guests, starting with our musical guest, Chase Richburg. You guys stay in back. We'll be back in 2 minutes. Thank you, guys.
Let her buck. It's more than a saying. It's a way of life. It's taking on the day. It's leaning into what you're doing, whatever you're doing. And that's why it's on every bottle of Pendleton whiskey. It's not just poured. It's earned. Pendleton whiskey. Let her buck.
When fences sag, gates break, or equipment is down, you rise to the challenge. A Hobart welder stands ready. Repair, restore, and keep it moving forward, because the farm won't fix itself. Built tough for places you depend on the most.
fueled by the grit of a family-run business and the power of a national infrastructure contractor. Phillips is the force behind America's most critical and challenging projects. We tackle the problems that keep people up at night, the ones with everything riding on the line, in heavy civil, power, and disaster response. Our projects power communities, protect resources, and shape the future. We are Phillips, infrastructure with impact.
Vitalix has a phenomenal product, whether you're looking for a protein or a mineral or a tub to start calves or a tub for breeding season. We could tailor any tub to anywhere in the U.S.
It's not just, here's a product that I have, I think you should try it. It's really one that I hear back from these guys and they come back to me with, hey, I increased my calving percentage by 5%. What you find is that the tubs end up paying for themselves from an increase in production.
Thank you to all of our great sponsors, great commercials. They've done great putting that together. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome to the stage our musical guest for the first performance of Mic Drop with Matt Merritt from Texas, Chase Richburg. Hey, Chase, how are you, buddy? Sit down. I can ask you questions. I don't even give you a microphone. We're going to give you some options when you get up to sing in a minute, but we'll do a short interview. You can plug your guitar in and use that one when you're ready to sing. We're talking out back. I've never met Chase. Don't know a lot about Chase. Looked him up on the internet and stalked him a little bit before the show. But I told you, I've been down to that part of Texas you're from. Where are you from?
Brazoria, Texas.
And anybody from Texas?
Yeah.
That's all right. They love it. If you're from Texas, everybody else in Texas loves you. And if you're not from Texas, you guys are mean to us. I've been to Bay City. I was telling him, he's close to Bay City. I said, I go down there to Bay City and do that rodeo. And I said, I stay in a hotel, and there's this little bar right next to the hotel. They said, it looks like a great place to get stabbed. And you said?
That would be Shade's Club. Shout out.
He knew exactly where it was. It was where I cut my teeth.
Cut my teeth there. Pay my dues there.
So what's it like, man, when you just decide, you know what, I'm going to do music for work, and you just lay yourself out there?
Well, you got to get used to the real job quotes right off the bat, for sure, because everybody tells you get a real job. But I think anytime you get to do what you love, that's winning in life right there, for sure.
When did you pick up a guitar for the first time?
Well, I entered my high school talent show my junior year in 2015 as a joke because my friend said I wouldn't do it. And then I sang Folsom Prison Blues, a karaoke version, and I thought, well, I guess I better have a guitar if I'm going to look like a country singer. So I bought that one and then kind of just went from there.
Well, I can play like the beginning of 3 songs, and like there's this one song I can almost play, but I can't sing while I play. Do you think that's like a God-given thing that I'm just never going to have, or?
I couldn't walk and chew gum at the same time for the longest.
So you just trained yourself to do it?
That's it.
That's always you're playing in places. Do you play in places sometimes that are scary?
Oh, yeah. Those are the best.
Really?
For sure.
Have you heard that? There's a Hayes Carl song, I've Got a Gig. Have you heard that one?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it makes me think of some of the, early on, the rodeos that I would do, and you'd go and, like, pray to God the guy actually pays you.
Yeah, no doubt.
Do you ever get paid in, like, $5 bills that they hand at the door?
Sometimes.
Yeah? You look like a drug dealer when you leave?
Definitely.
What if you had to pick your favorite artist? Could you do that? One artist?
That's so hard to do. I don't know. I couldn't even give you top 5. I don't know. Gary Stewart, Waylon Jennings, Merle Haggard, George Jones.
Attaboy. Yeah, give him a round of applause. Real country music. All right, what do you say you get up and sing us a song? I don't know if we have time for 2. We may be able to just do 1 for now, but let's hear it. What you could pick 1 song.
Perfect. Well, I'm gonna play you probably our best song, our biggest song. This is a true story. Is there any Aggies out there? If there's any Aggies out there, yeah. This is a true story. It's called "He'll Never Be a Lawyer Because He Can't Pass a Bar." His daddy sent him to college to get a degree, but he spent his whole tuition on beer and whiskey. He never cracked a book, but he could pop a top. He was living it up while his grades dropped. Lord, he'll never be a lawyer. He can't pass a bar, but he can make a live on a playing his guitar. He might be a politician, a movie star, but he'll never be a lawyer 'cause he can't pass a bar. And them's his true words. Now, if they turned a honky-tonk into a school, he'd have a master's in darts, a PhD in pool. If his thirst for education matches taste for the wine, he would be a judge in just a matter of time. Lord, he'll never be a lawyer. He can't pass a bar, but he can make a live on a playing his guitar. He might be a politician, a movie star, but he'll never be a lawyer 'cause he can't pass a bar. Lord, he'll never be a lawyer. Lord, he'll never be a lawyer. He'll never be a lawyer. Lord, he'll never be a lawyer 'cause he can't pass a bar. Lord, I ain't never gonna be a lawyer 'cause I can't pass a bar. Thanks so much.
We don't have enough time to sing another song before we go to break, and that's a shame because I'm jiving right now. You know Hugh?
Who?
Hugh.
Hugh?
Hugh, dang right. I like that. That was a good job. I want you to know, Conserving Country is the show after ours, and guys like him are conserving it. Country music is finally making a turnaround, in my opinion. I'm anti-bro country, so it's good to see a guy like you.
Country music's cool again.
It is. Even, hey, Beyonce's got an album out with you guys now.
I'm telling you. Nationwide.
People probably going to want to know where to get your music, Instagram tags, all that stuff.
For sure. Chase Richburg, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, all this stuff. Chase Richburg.
I got it. So what about rodeo? You got any rodeo knowledge or background?
Man, I'm telling you, growing up, all I ever wanted to be was a bull rider. And then I realized that I was way too big. That's never going to happen. And so then I tried the rope, and all I wanted to be was a cowboy at that point. And I actually sold my saddles in high school to buy my first guitar. So that was kind of the end of that, and I picked probably a lot easier lifestyle.
Well, you don't got to feed that guitar.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, that's a way better. You know, it's good to follow your dreams no matter what they are. And how nervous? Do you get nervous when you perform?
Oh, I think if you ever lose it, then you don't need to do it no more.
So for anybody that does get nervous, I have a daughter that performs in pro rodeo. She's 17, and I have another daughter that competes, and they both compete. But when they get nervous, my advice to anyone who gets nervous is I say, hey, when you brush your teeth, do you get nervous? You'd say no, because brushing your teeth sucks. If you have that feeling in your gut, those butterflies, that's God telling you some good things are happening in your life. So use it, turn it into something good. That's what I believe. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Chase Richburg. This is Mic Drop with Matt Merritt. We are going to take another commercial break in a moment, but when we come back, the Phillips Construction Legends interview, it will be the 1985 world champion, Rob Smets. How about it for Chase Richburg one more time?
Thank you.
This summer, the rankest bulls on the planet are stampeding into the Hall of Fame and award-winning Cowtown. It's the Cowtown Rodeo Extreme Bulls presented by Rank 45, August 10th and 11th, 2026. 2 nights, 40 of the best bull riders in the world, and $60,000 in added money makes it the richest Extreme Bulls event east of the Mississippi. Tickets go on sale February 1st, and they will go fast, so get yours at cowtownrodeo.com.
Vitalix has a phenomenal product, whether you're looking for a protein or a mineral or a tub to start calves or a tub for breeding season. We could tailor any tub to anywhere in the U.S.
It's not just, here's a product that I have, I think you should try it. It's really one that I hear back from these guys and they come back to me with, hey, I increased my calving percentage by 5%. What you find is that the tubs end up paying for themselves from an increase in production.
Fueled by the grit of a family-run business and the power of a national infrastructure contractor, Phillips is the force behind America's most critical and challenging projects. We tackle the problems that keep people up at night, the ones with everything riding on the line in heavy civil, power, and disaster response. Our projects power communities, protect resources, and shape the future. We are Phillips, infrastructure with impact.
Oh, hey, everybody. Welcome back to Mic Drop with Matt Merritt. No need to try to act like we're like the biggest deal ever doing our little Cowboy Channel YouTube live show, but John back there, he's talking to me in my ear. 5, 4, 3. I got in the chair right on time. Pretty high-end show business happening here on the Ariat Live stage. Guys, I have an amazing life. Like, it's crazy to think I get to do what I do. I started being a rodeo clown when I was a teenager in Louisiana. And I remember the first time I worked an event, I made $400. And that's the first time I really got paid. And I thought, I'll never be rich again. It was like poor again. It was like 1997. It seemed like so much money. And I just didn't, you still don't have the confidence in yourself. Time goes by, you get better, you learn more. And to be here in Las Vegas and have this show and be able to be on the stages I get to be on and perform where I do, it's unreal. But the guy that I'm about to introduce, I've got some history with him. I've worked events around him, and I always looked up to him for many reasons. One of the greatest ever to do it, and he even did a good job on television. Let's find out if he can do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, the history of rodeo was built by legends. It is time for the Legends Construction Legends Interview. Ladies and gentlemen, 1985 World Champion Bullfighter, Rob Smets.
Hello, Matthew.
Hello, Rob. I'm not good at impersonations, but you want to see my Rob Smets impersonation?
Go ahead. Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Okay, I've seen that one a bunch.
Rob, man, it's crazy to get to see you here. We were talking on the phone. He said it's hard to believe 40 years. 40 years sounds bad, but then you said when you put it another way.
40 years it didn't sound so bad, really, it didn't. And then I had a buddy send me a text message yesterday and say, hey, go represent 4 decades really well. Huh? Decades hit a little harder.
Yeah, and I hate to make it worse, but think about this. 2035 will be half a century, Rob.
Yeah. Well, this actually in 78, so I got my pro card in 78, 2 more years, be 50 years since I fought my first one, or got my pro card.
I want to tell a story, and then I want Rob to tell me something he told me on the phone. I don't know if I can get you to remember what you said, but I got a story about Rob. He's a hero to you. You're a young rodeo clown, and you see the guy on TV doing the commentary and the PBR. Just that's your heroes. And I get to work an event with him. He starts announcing events, and we're in South Carolina, and he came down. And he's working an event that I'm at. I'm a younger guy. And I get on top of my barrel, like 3 bulls left, and I jump off the barrel to dance or whatever. And when I hit the ground, my ankle just rolls over. I don't know if you've ever rolled your ankle, but they say it hurts worse than breaking it. I know when it happens to me, like it happened that day, and it's broke. I know it's broke. You're doing all the just losing your mind, terrified, hurting. But Rob Smets is 6 feet away in the arena announcing. So then I don't want anybody, especially him, to know that I'm injured. So the only time I've ever been tough in my whole life is because I did 3 bulls at a bull riding as a funny clown because I was embarrassed to let Rob Smets know I was hurt.
Well, he's telling stories there. He's been tough more than that occasion right there. But I was honored and got to be back there. And when I do announce, I don't like announcing from an announcer stand. So like he mentioned, I'm usually always out there by the barrel man. And my wife, Carla, doesn't really think too much of where I go announce from, but I still got to play a little bit. And every once in a while, I'll get one to pop his head up and come over there and give a love tap on the barrel, and we'll get a little bit of action there, and then I can go, hey, I'm retired, you know, leave me alone. So it's been a lot of fun.
They asked me a question the other day. I went, Wrangler, great sponsor of the show, by the way, your sponsor as well.
Been with them forever.
Great partners. They had a limo in town painted like a brush popper, and they had me jump in and do some interviews. I interviewed Stetson and I can't remember who else, Cody Webster, and we're riding around. And one question that they wanted me to ask was, who's your Mount Rushmore of rodeo clowns for me, or saddle bronc riders for Stetson? So for you, you would have watched a different decade of guys than me. Who's your top four? Who's your Mount Rushmore of bullfighters?
You're gonna put me in? Okay. Wickpeth is the king.
Hey.
Wickpeth is the king. Skipper Voss. Skipper Voss taught me how to do the step through on a chair in a dressing room in Omaha, Nebraska. While competing against him, and he taught me how to do the step through and showed me, and I kept doing it right after the bareback ride. And I work on that chair until the bullfight starts that night in Omaha, and go out, step through this bull, and I win the go-round. And the first man to meet me coming out of the arena was Skipper Voss to say, what a great bullfight. I just cost him money. You know what I mean? And Skipper was so much about being willing to pass it on, to share it and to help somebody else, that it didn't bother him a bit that it cost him money, you know, and it went on to help. So Skipper Voss, Miles Hare, Jimmy Anderson spoke so much into my life. I mean, those four men right there spoke so much in my life, but I would be doing a disservice not to mention two more. And the one guy didn't even compete in the bullfights. But as far as having him lined up across from you, protecting cowboys, Joe Bumgardner, you know, and I was playing, you know, the PBRs. I worked with Frank Newsom. I mean, there was a whole Dennis Johnson, Greg Crabtree. I worked with a whole lot of good guys. And then the other one would be, I got to tip my hat to Dusty Tuckness.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's a different era, and the game's a little different. They fight with three guys now in that triangle style, which is a different style than what we grew up with and doing. So I'm not a big fan of the triangle, but it's the way it works, and it works well for those guys, and that's awesome.
Thank you, Rod. That's a great answer. Our friends at Montana Knife Company, they make a knife that's more like an heirloom, and we want to present you one, but first you got to give us an answer. So it's real simple. It doesn't have to be bullfighting.
Easier than naming my four Mount Rushmores?
No, it's more personal, I think.
Okay.
The way I expect this to go. We sometimes are just bullfighters, rodeo clowns, announcers, bull riders, whatever, to people. But no, that's what we do, not who we are, right? So what is the cutting edge moment of your life? It could be something personal, or it could be something that is in the arena. What do you think the biggest moment you can dream up is? Cutting edge moment.
The biggest cutting edge moment, I got a phone call 1998 after I'd broken my neck in 1992, the first time I broke C4, 5, and 6, what runs your arms and legs. The Lord let me walk away from it. 1996, we're in Memphis, Tennessee. Hillbilly Harper and Morgan hits me in the butt, shoots me forward. I hit the barrel with the top of my head. I break C1, which is the one Christopher Reeve, Superman, used to have to sit in the wheelchair and blow through the straw to be able to make it operate. He broke it in one place. I cracked it in 3 places. Walked away again. In that era in my life, National Geographic and Discovery Channel had both done some documentaries on me. And a good quick soundbite was when they would always ask me, and they would say, why did you go back and fight bulls? Why would you go back and fight bulls? And quick soundbite that was really good on TV was, you know what? If God meant for me not to fight bulls, he'd have made it so I couldn't. He's got an answer, and I don't know what, he's got a plan for me. I don't know what it is, but we'll see. And then about going to fight bulls, I would go. A man called me from Twin Falls, Idaho, Lynn Shaw, Pastor Lynn Shaw. I got invited to come to a rodeo Bible camp. This is back in the old landline days, before cell phones. There's no, so we're talking, he invites me to come to the camp, and I'm like, man, before I go tell these kids how they need to be, I got a whole lot of things I need to change, you know. But the Bible tells us all we got to do is show up. We don't have to worry about cleaning up. We went through it a couple of days. We talk on the phone, and Pastor Lynn asked me, he gets me with my own words. He goes, hey, didn't you say that God had a plan for you? I kind of backed up. I can remember the feeling of wanting to back away from the phone, and he goes, the plan is you will be in Twin Falls, Idaho. I'm just saving you on your ears from this microphone. But that's just what he did. He hollered at me like that. We got there that day, and I'm there, Jake Barnes, Clay O'Brien Cooper, Strand Smith, Rope Myers, Cody Custer, Scott Mendez, Andy Taylor. You know, the who's who of our sport that are men of God are all at this camp. And that first morning, Rope Myers gives his testimony, and he's going back and forth, and he's walking right here, and I'm standing about where you are over here listening, and I've been through a divorce. I've been through, you know, there was a lot of success going on in the arena, but the wheels were starting to fall off real bad outside. And I hate to admit that, but it's just the gospel truth. He's talking, and Rope Myers is going back and forth here, and there's tears coming down his face, and the tears of joy of what God was doing in his life. And I'm standing over there thinking, man, I've spent a lot of money on a lot of things, chasing what that man's got right there. And I make sure I tell this every time I share this story. I watched Rope walk this high above the stage. I saw it. I don't know anybody else in that building saw it. I watched him walk elevated across that stage while he was giving his testimony. And mind you, it didn't take 3 days at the camp. It didn't take having to listen to 10 guys give their testimony. The Father was pulling on my heart that day, and they did the altar call. The first man on his knees right here was Rob Smets. And Cody Custer, Scott Mendez, all those guys came up and they laid hands on me, and it felt like they lifted this building off my shoulders. It was the greatest day of my life.
Yeah. Hard to even follow up with anything to say to that other than praise God. That's an amazing thing. This is a knife from Montana Knife Company. I know it's a knife. It means a lot to them. They build them to be discussed in moments like that, to pass down, and that is a cutting-edge moment, if I say so, ladies and gentlemen. That's Rob Smets. We're going to have to take a short commercial break, and when we come back, Marlins Minor League Baseball Player of the Year, Robbie Snelling, and first-time NFR qualifying bull rider, Mason Moody. How about it one more time? It's Legends Year, 40 years in Las Vegas. Rob Smets, everybody.
Let her buck. It's more than a saying. It's a way of life. It's taking on the day. It's leaning into what you're doing, whatever you're doing. And that's why it's on every bottle of Pendleton whiskey. It's not just poured. It's earned. Pendleton whiskey. Let her buck.
and fences sag, gates break, or equipment is down, you rise to the challenge. A Hobart welder stands ready. Repair, restore, and keep it moving forward, because the farm won't fix itself. Built tough for places you depend on the most.
Vitalix has a phenomenal product, whether you're looking for a protein or a mineral or a tub to start calves or a tub for breeding season. We could tailor any tub to anywhere in the U.S.
It's not just, here's a product that I have, I think you should try it. It's really one that I hear back from these guys and they come back to me with, hey, I increased my calving percentage by 5%. What you find is that the tubs end up paying for themselves from an increase in production.
Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Mic Drop with Matt Merritt. We've had guest Rob Smets on today, brought to you by Phillips Construction. Jersey Jake has a drink, brought to you by Pendleton Whiskey, and he's already finished it. He has requested that we do a second Mindy's Mixology moment tomorrow. Thank you all for being here live. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching on the Cowboy Channel. Thank you, sponsors, for being part of the show. Here in just a little while, we're going to break out these welding helmets. We'll explain to you why Hobart, a big part of the show. Vitalix helped us design the stage. They went blue couch, and I think it looks good, Rob. I want to bring out my next two guests, and we're going to do a series of things with them. Obviously, a little interview. Also going to play a game and give a chance to give away some stuff. I have Justin Boots and somebody here will be winning the National Finals Rodeo tickets. Here's how you're going to do that, by the way. If you could look right over here, you see a backdrop that looks like the NFR arena just around the corner, okay? And then there's a rodeo clown barrel. I'm a rodeo clown. Are we working this together, see? So you go over there and you have your photo made in the photo booth, and you tag me on Instagram at Matt Merritt 8, and we'll give you one of you will be picked to get the National Finals Rodeo tickets as soon as the show's over. Okay, with that being said, I want to bring out two guests at one time. We're going to fill the couch up today on Mic Drop. Ladies and gentlemen, the Miami Marlins Minor League Baseball Player of the Year and first-time qualifier for the National Finals Rodeo in the Bull Riding. It's Robbie Snelling and Mason Moody. Hey, boys. There's two mics on the couch. We're going to just share. We may throw one back at Rob in a minute. I want to play a game with the audience. Can we guess which one of them is the bull rider and which one of them is the baseball player? So raise your hand. I'm not going to say who you are. Just raise your hand. Who thinks this is the bull rider? Nobody thinks you're a bull rider. See, all you been lying to girls and stuff walking around Vegas. I'm a bull rider.
I got to if I'm over here.
They know that you're a baseball player. They can tell by looking at you.
I guess. I don't know if I'm too big to get on a bull or something.
No, you're not. There's large bull riders. That's Mason Moody is the bull rider on the other side. Mason, tell him you don't have to be big to be small to be a bull rider.
I mean, it definitely helps, but there's some tall guys.
Who's the tallest bull rider you've ever seen, Mason?
Cody Teal was tall. Owen Washburn, older guy that was tall.
Don't say older guy next to Rob. He doesn't like it.
He brought it up, so it was just...
Yeah, Robbie, you play baseball, and I wanted Robbie to come on. We've kind of got to know each other over the phone over the last couple of months because I think there's this thing in rodeo, and it's been going on for a long time, Rob, not to bring up old stuff again. But it's like, I wish the rodeo guys were millionaires and they got paid to sit on the bench. And, all the analogies where they tie us to baseball, football, basketball, the big three sports. And Flint Rasmussen, actually, I interviewed him on my podcast years ago, and he said this, and it kind of changed my way of thinking because I felt like that. Like, our guys deserve to make millions, but really, I think we have a little bit different life. What is life like from being a child playing t-ball up till where you're at now, at the level you're at?
Mason and I were kind of talking about that backstage, just about like the differences, but also through the conversations, like realize like how many similarities there are just in the long seasons. Like, I mean, rodeo season's long, and then baseball season's compiled of 180-something days and 162 games in those days. And so, I mean, like, talking to him about everything that he did as a kid going through rodeo and getting up to where he is now being at NFR, like, he explained it as that's the big leagues for rodeo guys. And, that's everything that a kid dreams of, going through t-ball, farm, little league, travel ball, high school baseball, college, and then minor leagues. Like, it's a grind, and it's long and it's tedious, but once you get here, like he goes, you know, I don't know how to feel. Like it's a first for him, and I'm sure that that's exactly how I'll feel hopefully one day when I get to the big leagues.
I know that I was talking to some athletes, you included, but like you don't have time in college to work at a grocery store and make extra money or to have extracurricular activities. Really, like is baseball legitimately like your life?
That's mine. I mean, I know that a lot of other guys take very, very different routes. Like some guys are just naturally gifted and God-given talent that, you know, they can go around and, you know, you hear stories of guys that go out and party in college and can show up to the ball field and play better than anybody else that is on the field with them. But, I mean, for me, like, that really wasn't my scene. I didn't have very much of a social life in high school, and I was traveling every weekend over the hill from Reno to Bay Area, California, and playing travel ball, and was lucky enough to be able to put in the position that I'm in, being able to get drafted and play baseball.
In the sport of rodeo or bull riding, the guys that can party and show up and still do good, in our world, they're called JB Moonies.
Kai Hamilton.
Kai Hamilton's, yeah. That's a thing.
Ricky Lindsay.
Yeah, yeah. See, we're gonna just be throwing people on. This is Under the Bus with Matt Merritt. Mason, do you feel like after speaking with him and some other athletes you've met, do you think you put in to bull riding what a major league athlete puts into their craft?
Yeah, just like he was saying, you know, like the steps are all different. But at the same time, they're all the same. Like he was saying, he went through minor or T-ball to farm to, you know, and then high school and so forth. And that's exactly what we go through. And, you know, for us as bull riders, you start on steers, and then you work your way up to junior bulls, and then high school bulls, and then, you know, go to amateur rodeos while you're still getting on high school bulls or right after high school, and then you get on to your professional cards. And, you know, it's a little different outside of the arena or outside the field, but at the same time, we all have the same goal, and that's the way trying to be a professional athlete works is, you know, you got to put in the time to get to where you're going to be at.
Yeah, it's wild how much it's changed really though, Rob. Like having you up here, you could probably attest to this. I think the guys now work much harder at being professional and not, like it was Wilder back in the day, and you were just a cowboy all the time, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but when it really boils down to it, for a bull rider, bullfighters, you know, and obviously wanting to participate in baseball, whatever sport it is, to be able to get to the level that you want to be at, to be able to get here, you've got to eat it, you've got to sleep it, you've got to drink it, you've got to be all in. Just being that guy that's a talented athlete, you know, I'm not saying they don't get here, but to get here consistently, you've got to put the time in.
I think going to him, like, that's like, you know, we all have our separate lives. We were talking about hunting, you know, like, but when at the end of the day, everything you do, you put into rodeo or you put into baseball. You know, no matter what you're doing that day, you got to translate it, and how's this making me better to be where you want to be?
Well, I know as I think about it, I think about the contrast between a baseball life and the locker room thing, and you're on the road, but you're on the road with a team, and then you got guys like Mason kind of on the road alone occasionally, or you got one friend in a vehicle with you driving or flying through airports. I'm going to get into some just real simple questions. Go-to snack. What's your go-to snack if you're traveling, Robbie?
What are they? The cheddar ruffles? Yeah.
You said that with compassion.
Yeah, I mean, that hunting in the blind on
cheddar
a
ruffles.
plane, you know, it's versatile. It's a great snack.
What your go-to all-night drive drink, Mason? What is that?
Got to be some good old black coffee.
Ladies and gentlemen, the word of the day, coffee, and that means the Golden Circle of Champions has just received a $1,000 check on behalf of first-time NFR qualifier Mason Moody. That money was actually donated by a fellow named Paul Carlotti, and it will go to Children Fighting Pediatric Cancer. It's a wonderful organization, the Golden Circle of Champions. We're going to take a commercial break, and when we come back, it will be the Days of 47 Rodeo Games. We're going to put on the Hobart welding helmets, and we're going to play Welding Helmet Pictionary. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this break.
Fueled by the grit of a family-run business and the power of a national infrastructure contractor, Phillips is the force behind America's most critical and challenging projects. We tackle the problems that keep people up at night, the ones with everything riding on the line in heavy civil, power, and disaster response. Our projects power communities, protect resources, and shape the future. We are Phillips, infrastructure with impact.
This summer, the rankest bulls on the planet are stampeding into the Hall of Fame and award-winning Cowtown. It's the Cowtown Rodeo Extreme Bulls, presented by Rank 45, August 10th and 11th, 2026. 2 nights, 40 of the best bull riders in the world, and $60,000 in added money makes it the richest Extreme Bulls event east of the Mississippi. Tickets go on sale February 1st, and they will go fast, so get yours at cowtownrodeo.com.
Vitalix has a phenomenal product, whether you're looking for a protein or a mineral or a tub to start calves or a tub for breeding season. We could tailor any tub to anywhere in the U.S.
It's not just, here's a product that I have, I think you should try it. It's really one that I hear back from these guys and they come back to me with, hey, I increased my calving percentage by 5%. What you find is that the tubs end up paying for themselves from an increase in production.
Here, the mountains rise like monuments, and legends ride for more than just a buckle. They ride for gold. In Utah, you'll find more than a rodeo. You'll find rivers that shimmer like silver, trails that lead to something real. A land that dares you to dream bigger. Utah has it all. A gold medal rodeo in a gold medal destination.
Hello and welcome back to Mic Drop with Matt Merritt. I did not make it back to the table after the 2-minute break, but I'm standing here acting like I'm where I'm supposed to be. How are we doing, live audience? Wonderful. For those of you joining us on YouTube and the Cowboy Channel, hello and welcome back. I have joining me the Miami Marlins Minor League Player of the Year, Robbie Snelling, first-time National Finals qualifier in the bull riding, Mason Moody, and the Phillips Construction legend, 1985 World Champ bullfighter, Rob Smets. And it is time to have a little fun. You won 80. He said you're cheating me. I won 83. I won. We're doing the 40-year thing. He's just naming all those world champions. Wears one of those buckles like the breakaway ropers put on the front of their horse with buckles all over. I want to probably do a little bit more interviewing, but we want to play a game because we wanted our show to at least have one game in it. We're going to bring it to you by the Days of 47 Rodeo because that's what they are. They're sort of like an Olympic game style event, and they give away medals. I want you to know the prizes today are not for you guys. Okay, you're not going to win anything. I've given Robbie a gift certificate for a pair of Justin boots to give to one of you in the live audience. I have given Mason Moody a gift certificate from Justin Boots to give away to one of you in the live audience. And I have given Rob Smets 2 gift cards from our friends at Wrangler to give away to one of you in the live audience. So on behalf of the Days of 47, here's how we're going to play this game. It is Hobart Welder's Welding Helmet Pictionary. And we don't know how it works yet because we just invented it 18 minutes ago. We're not going to use the pink helmet because it's one of those, I don't know a lot about welding yet, but it's one of those automatic ones so you can see through it really well. You guys know about welding, don't you? You're like, I want the pink helmet. We're going to use this one. It's got one of those you can't see through lenses, you know what I'm saying? So what we'll do is I'll tell only the person drawing the word of what they need to draw a photo of. They're not going to really be able to see the board very well, and they'll begin drawing. You in the live audience are going to have an opportunity just to live your best life and to scream out whatever you think they're drawing. Whenever someone screams out the correct word, you will receive the prize that the person doing the drawing has in their hand. So you get 2 pair of Justin boots or 2 pair of Wrangler jeans. Everybody understand the rules in the live audience? Do you understand the rules over there, Jake? All right, it's time to start the Hobart Welding Pictionary helmet. You're up first. On behalf of the Days of 47 Rodeo, you're going to have to take your hat off. I'm so sorry. Is that going to fit you? What size hat do you wear?
Here, I got you.
Quarter? 7 1/4? Probably the most common hat size. You're going to have to maybe get on your knees. You're a giant man. We bought this on Amazon and had it delivered here. I did not expect it to be this size. Okay, let me think of so you got any ideas? I got it. I think the word, I should tell you guys the word too so you can laugh along. Okay, we've made our decision. Robbie Snelling, Miami Marlins minor league player of the year, a pair of Justin boots on the line. Begin drawing in 3, 2, 1. Scream out your guesses if you can see. I heard igloo. Scream it louder. I can't hear good. Who said taco? I think she said it first. Come here. Dude, you're a legend. Look at this taco. Come here. I never thought I'd say this, but look at his taco.
Hey, that's my girlfriend. Give it to someone else.
That's your girlfriend? No. Is it really? Mason said that's his girlfriend. Give it to someone else. So you get to give it away. He gets to choose. He gets to give it away. She said taco first, I think, and then she was second. She said it first. You said it over there? No, can't see. She couldn't see over there. So it's up to you. You give it to the lady that did nothing. That's fine. That's fine. You can give it to Mason's girlfriend. He said he's giving it to your girlfriend. Man, we have said some weird stuff today. Robbie, thank you so much for playing along. We got to come up with something good for Mason. And I'm sorry, we invented this. We'll make him draw where you can see better. I'm sorry. We're just unfolding. It's just like the days of 47 Rodeo. It's full of excitement. Put this on the desk? Okay, let's do it. Here, help me out. You guys are part of entertainment genius here today. Miss Bo Runyon donated the furniture here today. Thank you so much. I hope we don't ruin it. So now we need to give him a step stool so he can see. I cannot wait to see Rob Smets draw. Carla's laughing. Okay, let's come up with a word for you, Mason. Justin Boots. All right, we are ready. Helmet down. Mason Moody. 3, 2, 1. Begin. Scream your answers very loud, please. He's doing terrible. I heard baseball glove. Oh, no, I just revealed the answer. My bad. Come here. You couldn't see, you lady. Come here. Get up. That guy with you, is he okay? He's laughing really hard. That makes me happy. You married to him? She is really hot. Good job. Hey, girl. Mason, can you stand there for one moment? We're going to let him present you. Let's talk this over. Let's weatherman this. Here, let's get him a mic, please. Just pretend that you didn't draw that.
First of all, I did not finish high school, apparently. So I did not go to arts and crafts school.
Walk me through why the man's hand's on fire. And then, never mind, I'm not going to.
Hey, no. That's the batter. That's the ball-ish.
The batter. So he's pitching to a child who's going to catch his hand on fire.
Well, that's supposed to be a glove.
It is supposed to be a glove.
You can see a little bit, so you
can. It's the guy from the. You want me to stir the potatoes with his hand?
Hey, can I make one joke here?
Yeah, one joke.
It looks like Jeff Burtis with his cobra on Bull's way from the hand.
Yes. Mason Moody, everybody, give her a pair of boots, please, sir. All right, Rob. Let me erase this thing. Rob drawing. I cannot wait. We got about 2 minutes left in the show, Rob, so this is it. This is the final thing we're going to do on Mic Drop with Matt Merritt. There's not enough time. Let me tell you about tomorrow really quick. Just stand by. Before we start, in case we missed this, tomorrow we're doing the show right here at 11:30. I have Tyler Wagaspack, steer wrestler, coming on. I have a guy named Cody and a guy named Stetson. Their last name is right. They'll be right here tomorrow at 11:30. So please join us. Rob, let's come up with a word. We've got about a minute and a half. All right, Rob's ready. Rob chose what he wants to draw. This is it. The Hobart Welding helmet on. The days of 47 games. What do you need? Where's the pen? Don't tell him anything, Rob.
I have to tell him a little bit. So thinking back 40 years, okay? I'm going back in time.
He's going back in time. 3, 2, 1, begin. A barrel. They're screaming barrel. Barrel is not the right answer. A bull. But which bull? What'd you just say? Not Longhorn. Come on, what? Who said crooked nose first? Rob, you didn't even get done and someone screamed crooked nose. I don't know which one it was. Was it him? Did you say it first back here? You just be honest or fight. Figure it out. You did? He said it first. All right, come on, dude. Come on up. Rob, you drew crooked nose terribly. No wonder you guys were scared of him. Look, that bull is a legend. This man is a legend. And tomorrow we're going to have some great legends on the show. Thank you to Wrangler. Thank you to Hobart, Vitalix, Robbie Snelling, Mason Moody, Rob Smets. Guys, look, we're going to be doing mic drop every day here at 11:30. This is just day number 1. We love all of you for being here. Thank you for watching on YouTube. Thank you for watching on the Cowboy Channel. Thank you to Pendleton Whiskey. Thank you to Lane Frost Brand, Mac Truck Mac and Cheese, so many more. We'll see you right here tomorrow at 11:30 on Mic Drop with Matt Merritt.